Hey guys, so I am here to talk to you guys once again as a mom who has survived HG. And again, if you're new here and if you're just watching, you don't really know what HG is, it's hyperemesis gravidarum. It is a disease as often compared to morning sickness or referred to as a severe form of morning sickness. However, it can lead to other things as such as organ failure and many other illnesses that can come from it due to the fact that you can't eat, stay hydrated, and other symptoms that it causes. For me personally, I mostly had issues with my heart rate, which they said was due to the pregnancy. The nausea lasted the whole time with my fourth, and weakness, just weak in the entire pregnancy. But of course, life doesn't slow down for us, so we still have to go on, even though we're going through these things. And were some other symptoms too, and this time for me, they actually lingered after the pregnancy. I am 8 months postpartum. I still experience times where I don't want to eat or afraid to eat. I deal with the PTSD from it, and it can be a headache at times. It even caused some postpartum depression, which has improved since my baby was born. But the frustration from it all and not being able to build myself up the way I would like to for my kids, my family, it can still be a lot of heavy weight for me. And with my pregnancy, I barely did anything as far as cooking, moving things, and things like that. So it's challenging trying to get back into those things. Even after the pregnancy, it was tough to do things. There is no set craving. There is no set food for us. There's no set anything when it comes to an HG pregnancy and the effects that it causes. And if you have symptoms that linger after it, then or effects that it has caused you, that it's a lot, and it's pretty stressful, because not only do you deal with your medical team that are trying to fit you into this bubble of what regular pregnant or postpartum people go through, but you're not being heard all the time. And it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack to get someone to listen to you about you and your body. They just want to treat you for where you are right now and not look at the overall picture of what you've been through and what you're still trying to explain to them that sometimes you're still going through. And it makes it hard personally on me as a mom to be the best that I can be for my children, because I want to survive, I want to live, I want to be the best that I can be. But it's like my body fights against me. But I've learned that my body fights against me because I'm rejecting everything my body is telling me, to go with what the medical team tells me and go with what other people tell me. Most tell you to suppress the feelings, the thoughts, because that's just the enemy, that's just the devil. And no, it's not. This is how my body feel, what I feel, and what I went through. It was real. It was traumatic for me, and I'm not obligated to fit inside anyone's bubble to make them comfortable, or put myself up to be treated inside the bubble with everyone else, and then that harms me more. So it's like, it's kind of in a spot for me where I have to choose, take the meds or reject them. And that's not fair. If I want to try a more natural approach, because I've been on medicine my entire pregnancy, and maybe the medicine is what is prolonging my symptoms or caused my symptoms to be so prolonged, I just want a different route. Don't give me the same meds that I took during my pregnancy. That obviously didn't help. I was still nauseous pretty much majority of the time. And yes, You know, if you tell them, hey, did it work during your pregnancy? Did it work for this? Did it work for that? All they want to hear is a yes. They don't really want to hear a no or an excuse of why what they're saying may not work. And it's like you don't want to bounce around from different doctor because then they play the mental health game for you. And it's like, you know your body, you've been in your body, you've lived in your body longer than anyone else, and you know it best. What you have, what you're going through is real. But until we get these things figured out, we're going to continue to encourage ourselves. We're going to continue to look forward in everything, even though it's scary to not know things, even though it's scary to not know what would happen if nobody figures out what's going on. And all we can do is just, trust God. I find faith and stay grounded in the fact that I know God and He knows me, He loves me, I love Him, and we have that relationship. Whether inside of building a church or outside of building a church, He is here with me wherever I go. I don't need to be inside of a church to have His favor. And He is mine, I am His. And grace and mercy belongs to Him. And whatever His will be, that is what will be done. And I will continue to have faith and do what I can from what my body is telling me, and listen and speak up and advocate for myself no matter what that looks like. And I'm going to continue to do that and do that even on the more. I don't know what it looks like for you, what your life looks like for you. Maybe you're not going through HD. Maybe it's another sickness. Maybe you're trying to get the attention of the family, your doctors, and things like that. I don't know. But continue to advocate for yourself. There's a respectful way to do it. Be nice and gentle as possible. Again, we don't want to leave any stones or we don't want to leave any room to blame that we're just not mentally stable. We know what we feel. Gather the evidence. Document the things that you feel, what you're going through. I know for me personally, I don't want to take any meds because of the simple fact meds does mess with your mind, and they're not going to consider that when it comes to it. And certain people are just sensitive to certain medications more than others, but that's not always an option for us. And that can be scary. But let's keep the faith, and not every doctor is the same. There are some that will listen to you. There are some that does care about you and that will take you serious. So if we do have to change, it's okay. Remember, that's not the last doctor you saw, so just do your best. And it's tiresome, but you will find someone that cares about you. And I hope that you do. I pray that you do. I love you guys, my YouTube fam. May God bless you and be a continued blessings to others, even though it's hard and you barely can find the encouragement for yourself. Still be a blessing to others without the stipulations to it. So I love you guys.